70 to 99. What are your thoughts right now on last game day, last Saturday?
Well, first off, it was a very good win against a really good basketball team. It's important for us to understand, though, that it only counts for one win. But hopefully it gives our players confidence, knowing that we can beat a team like Ulm and we can build on that.
Obviously, we're 1-2 in a row, Stettin and Ulm. Does it look like, or do you have developed the next step within the team?
Yeah, obviously winning helps build confidence. But we did some really good things before those two games. I feel like we have the right pieces in place to be a really good team this year. It's still early in the season, and we have a lot of challenges ahead of us, especially this Sunday against a really good basketball team. But we just have to keep taking steps in the right direction. Focus on us more than anything, not so much our opponents, and just work on getting better day in and day out.
We'll talk about the next challenges and during the next days and the next minutes, but let's first take a look back on the start of the season. How has the start been so far for you, in your perspective?
Yeah, like I just said, we had a really good preseason, but it's early in the season. We got a lot of new faces. I know we brought back our core of our team in terms of our German players, but we got 7 new faces, and sometimes it takes a lot of time to guys to get their roles down, understand each other, and that's something that's still a work in process, or progress, I should say. It's kind of like we have a new project, but we have to adapt to each other quickly, and I think we're doing a pretty good job so far, but it's important to continue to take steps forward.
If you're talking about the process and the development during the last weeks, which things are you most satisfied with?
I like where we are defensively. I say that a little tongue-in-cheek. I think we've had 6 or 7 games now, 7. And all but one, I think we've played pretty good defense. That's where we like to, our foundation to be first and foremost, is because defense, you can always play defense. You can't always control if your shots fall or you make shots or how you're going to play offensively. But defensively, you can always bring that no matter where you're at, whether you're home, away. So I like where we are defensively the most.
So it makes it kind of obvious. What are your thoughts about offense?
Yeah, obviously the other night was our best performance on the year so far offensively. I think we've got the right pieces, the right players for us to be a really good offensive team. It's just taken us more time to get to where we want to be offensively. And again, it's early in the season, and we still have to continue to work on both sides of the ball. But I think our offense will hopefully catch up to our defense. And when we do, I think we'll be a tough team to beat.
Yeah, let's talk about some players and their roles. Obviously, 𝐲𝐿, talking about offense, he's kind of unstoppable during the first weeks. Is he a possible positive surprise for you?
We played 𝐲𝐿 last year in Champions League, and we really liked what we saw from him because he's can do a lot of things offensively, and he's a player that can make shots. He can pass the ball. He can get others involved. He can do a lot of different things offensively that we really like, and hopefully he continues to help lead our team.
Also leader, but more defensive orientated is Jaron Lewis. How are your thoughts about him during the first weeks?
Yeah, Jaron is a guy that we know because we've played against him the last 2 years while he was at Krausheim, right down the road. I would say he's a guy that's going to continue to get really better as the season goes on. He's struggled a little bit offensively so far, but we know what he's capable of. I think he knows what he's capable of. We really like what he's doing on the defensive side of the ball, and that's something we tell a lot of our guys is if your offense isn't doing what you want it to do, focus on defense. Focus on getting stops. Take pride in playing defense, and a lot of times that'll help your offense, believe it or not. And I think Jaron has done that. He's had some good moments on offense so far, but I think he's going to continue to get better and better.
continuing to get better and better. I think is also a good point talking about Johannes. He had like an explosive night in Ulm. Is that the role you're seeing in him? Like coming off the bench, getting like close to 10 minutes, energy offensive and defensively?
Yeah, Johannes is a guy that is always ready, always ready to go. He's had put a couple good games together for us. His role is energy, bring us a spark off the bench. Get the team going. He did that a lot last year in some crucial moments, and we know that Johannes is always going to do that when he comes in. He's going to provide that spark to get the team going.
Get the team going is we have 2 wins in our bag, or 3 talking about BCL, but two in the league. And we're looking for a 3rd win on Sunday against Rostock. What does it take to get this 3rd one?
It takes playing defense. It takes hustle. It takes just being ready and focusing on the opponent. They're a very good team. They've got a lot of weapons. They're averaging, I want to say as of right now, 100 points per game in the BBL. So that's something we're really going to have to focus on. Not letting them get out in transition and get easy baskets. Obviously, we could talk about individual players they have. They got several good ones. But we have to put another good 40 minutes together of basketball if we want to be victorious against them.
Last year we played them twice and we lost twice. That's something which is back in your head or already crossed out?
You know, it's a little bit different. Kind of, we just talked on it. We said we have a new project. I think if we had almost the whole team back, I think it would be something that might be in the back of our minds. But I think for us, it's just the next opponent. It's the next opportunity. It's the next challenge that presents itself early here in the season. And we're looking to get our first home BBL win. And again, if we focus on defense, getting stops, for 40 minutes, I think we can do that.
Luckily, or maybe not luckily, that's your decision. We're having a double header with BBL and BCL. Good thing or not a good thing?
I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing. For the players, it's probably a good thing. It means less practice. As a coach, you know, you always want more time to prepare, but that's the challenges that we always have when you're playing international competition. We're going to play a really good team following the Rostock game on Sunday, on Tuesday. So we need as much support as possible from the fans to push us along. But we'll cross that bridge when it comes. But right now, this week, we're completely focused on Rostock.
I can understand that, but still, I'm willing to look back on the BCL first 2 game days. What were your thoughts when you're looking at these 4 games played in the competition?
You know, the first game against 𝐼 in Athens, it was a game that we had in our control. We played against a really good team with a lot of big name guys. I think they have 5 or 6 guys that have played in the NBA. We showed that we can be as good as them, but we have to finish games. I think it was an important lesson there for our team early in the season, where if you don't play a complete 40 minutes, anything can happen. But we bounced back the following week and beat a really good team from the Polish league, and where we were, I think, down 10 with about 10 minutes to play, and showed a lot of character and pride, and came back and found a way to get a win against a very quality opponent the following week.
And talking about the other games in the group, so Stettin beat Sassari. Sassari lost to Athens, which kind of makes it obvious right now we're good, but I guess we're not satisfied with the place right now. You're confident with our situation right now?
Yeah, we just have to take it one game at a time. I mean, when you play in a competition like Champions League, you're not going to play any bad opponent. Every opponent's got quality. Every opponent is going to be tough to beat. And our group is no different. Sassari's a really good team. I think they had, if I'm not mistaken, I think they had 𝐼 down by 19 at their place, and 𝐼 found a way to come back and win the game because they're a good team. But we got to take each team in that competition one game at a time, and hopefully we can string together some more wins.
So last look on Rostock, because we're focusing only on the next game. Which is the guy we need to stop first and foremost?
Well, they've got several good players, but I think Derek Austin is their number one target. I think he's averaging about 23 points per game. He can hurt you in a lot of different ways. Can really get to the basket, shooting the three ball really well. Long, athletic, and he's always involved every time down the floor with them. They also got a player, Tyler Nelson, who also is averaging around 20 points per game. So those two guys in particular, we're going to really have to really focus on, but they're a complete basketball team. They've got a lot of good pieces. They're very well coached, and we're going to have our hands full on Sunday.
Thank you.